Namaste. Today I'm going to read Volume 4, Book 5, UmaSamhita, Chapter 39, Kings of the Solar Race, and the Shiva Puran. Hari Om Tat Sat. Saunaka said, "How were the heroic sons of Sagara born? By what means did the 60,000 of them become valorous?" Sutta said, Sagara had two wives. They had wiped off their sins by penance. When Aurva, the sage, was propitiated by them, he granted them a boon. One of them chose the boon of 60,000 sons. The other chose one son who would maintain the line of succession in the race. Having received the boon of heroic sons, she gave birth to a big gourd of seeds which were separated. They were put in jars of ghee and nurtured by nursing maidens. They became princes and enhanced the delight of all. When they were burnt by Kapila, one Pankajana became king. Pankajana begot a son, Amsumat, whose son was Dilipa. Dilipa's son was Bhagiratha. It was this Bhagiratha who brought Ganga to the sea and made her his daughter. Bhagiratha's son was Shrutasena. His son was the virtuous king Nabhaga. Ambarisa was the son of Nabhaga. Sindhudvipa was his son. Ayutajat was their heir and successor to Sindhudvipa. His son was King Rutuparna, who knew the secret of the dice and was a friend of King Nala. Rutuparna's son was Anuparna. His son was Mitrasaha, who was known as Kalmasapada also. Kalmasapada's son was Sarvakarman. Arnaranya was the son of Sarvakarman. Anaranya's son was King Mundi Druha. His sons were Nisada, Rati, and Katvanga. Kadvanga returned from the heaven, lived for a muhurta, and attained all the three worlds, O sonless one, through his intellect and truthfulness. Dirgha Bahu was his son, Raghu was his son, Aja was his son, and Dasaratha was born of him. Rama was born of Dasaratha. He was very pious and famous, a part of Vishnu and a devotee of Shiva. Ravana was killed by him. His story has been described in the Puranas. It is famous in the Ramayana. It has not been mentioned here in detail. Rama's son Kusa was very famous. Atithi was born of Kusa. His son was Nishada. Nala was the son of Nisada. Nabhas was the son of Nala. Pundharika was the son of Nahabas. Kisima Dhanvan was his successor. The powerful Devanika was the son of Kisimadhanvan. Devanika's son was the king Aninaghu. Aninaghu's heir was the powerful king Sahasvat. Virasena was his son, a scion of the family of Ikshvaku. Virasena's heir was Pariyatra. From him a son Bala was born. Stala was his son. His son was the valorous Yaksha, born of a part of the sun. His son was Aguna. and from him was born Vidriti. His son Hiranyanabha was a great preceptor of yogic science. He was the disciple of the sage Jaimini and an expert in the spiritual science. It was from this great king that Kausalya Yajnavalkya studied the spiritual science of yoga that unreveals the knotty mesh of the heart. His son was Pusyanaman. His son was Dhruva. Agnivarna was his son. His son was Sighra. His son was Marut. He became a Siddha by means of yoga. This king is alive even now in a village, Kalapa. At the end of Kali, he will revive the extinct solar race along with the contemporary sages. Prithusruta was his son, Sandhi was his son, Amarsana was his son, and Marutvat was his son. Visvasa was his son. His son was Prasinajit. Taksaka was his son, and his son was Brahadbala. These are the kings of Ikshvaku family who had gone before. Now listen to the future kings of this family, the most excellent of those who know sacred virtue. Brahadbala's son will be Brahadrana. Urukriya will be his son. His son will be Vatsarvarda. Vatsarvarda. His son will be Prativyoman. Bhanu will be his son, whose son will be Divharka, lord of a vast army. His son will be a great hero, Sahadeva. His son will be Bradhasva. The powerful Bhanumat will be his son. The powerful Pratikasva will be the son of Bhanumat. King Supratika will be his son. Marudeva, born of an auspicious star, will be his son. His son will be Puskara. His son Antariksha. His son Sutapas. His son the heroic Mitrajit. His son Brahadbhaja. And his son Barhinaman. His son Kritanjaya. His son Rananjaya. His son Sanjaya. Sakya. His son Suddhodha. His son Langala. His son Prasinajit. His son will be Sudrakha. Runaka, his son, Suratha, his son, and Sumitra, his son. Thereafter, the family becomes extinct. The family of the Ikshvakus will end with Sumitra, the family with kings of variegated exploits, sacred rites, and virtuous practice. Reaching up to Sumitra, the king of the Kali age, that auspicious race will become merged in outside families. It will flourish again in the Krita age. These are the kings of the solar race who made profuse monetary gifts. Those mainly mentioned belong to Ikshvaku's family. This is the auspicious creation of the son Vivasvat, who is glorified as Shraddha-deva, the bestower of nourishment to all living beings. Reading and listening to this creation of Vivasvat, man attains Sayujya after enjoying happiness here. He will be blessed with progeny. Footnotes. Kalapagrams. Kalapagrama is the eastern land on the Himalayas having hundreds and thousands of the hermitages of the sages. The verse suggests the probable date of Shiva Puran in the reign of King Marut, son of Agnivarna of the solar race. And here ends today's reading of the Shiva Puran. Hari Om Tat Sat.